choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
Good morning. Today is Monday, November 4th, 2024. Today in history. On this day 91 years ago, the Chinese physicist Gao Kun was born. He holds British and American nationalities and is a resident of Hong Kong, China. In 1966, he published a paper entitled Dielectric Fiber Surface Waveguides for Optical Frequencies, who pioneered the basic principles of the application of optical fiber in communications, is known as the father of optical fiber communications and the godfather of broadband, and won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 2009. Welcome to today's Chinchao Morning News. Let's start with political updates.
Malaysia's former PM Najib faces 25 convictions for charges. On October 30th, the Kuala Lumpur High Court ruled that former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib was guilty of 25 charges in the One Malaysia Development Corporation, 1MDB, corruption case and must appear in court to plead. Najib faces 4 counts of abuse of power and 21 counts of money laundering, totaling Rm 2.27 billion. The abuse of power charges relate to offences committed at AmBank in Bukit Ceylon, Kuala Lumpur, between February 24, 2011 and December 19, 2014. The money laundering charges also involve transactions at the same bank between March 22, 2013 and August 30, 2013. Meanwhile, the Malaysian government is drafting a new bill allowing alternative sentencing, which could permit certain offenders to serve home sentences instead of jail, raising concerns about potential leniency for Najib. Iran plans to increase military budget by approximately 200%. On October 29, Iranian government spokesman Mohajerani announced plans to increase the military budget by approximately 200%. This increase is part of the government's budget proposal submitted to parliament for approval. Tensions between Iran and Israel have escalated, with both countries exchanging missile strikes for several months. Israel conducted an attack on Iran on October 26 in retaliation for a missile strike from Iran on October 1. Iran has vowed to use all available weapons to respond to Israeli attacks. EU, UK, and Canada impose new sanctions on Myanmar military. On October 29, the European Union, the United Kingdom, and Canada announced new sanctions against Myanmar's military government, aimed at restricting its access to military supplies, equipment, and funds. The UK emphasized that these sanctions specifically target entities supplying aviation fuel and equipment to Myanmar's military, intending to limit its capacity to conduct airstrikes against civilians. The British Foreign Office highlighted that since the 2021 coup, over 3.4 million people in Myanmar have been displaced due to fighting, and more than 18 million require humanitarian assistance amid a surge in organized crime. The UK has provided over £150 million in humanitarian aid, healthcare, education, and support for Myanmar's civil society in local communities, reaffirming its commitment to the people of Myanmar and their aspirations for a peaceful, democratic future. Eurozone economy grows 0.4% quarter-on-quarter in Q3. On October 30, Eurostat reported that after seasonal adjustments, the euro area GDP increased by 0.4% month-on-month in the third quarter of this year, while the European Union GDP rose by 0.3% month-on-month. Although these figures were slightly better than expected, overall economic performance throughout the year remained sluggish. From a country perspective, Germany, the EU's largest economy, saw a GDP increase of 0.2% month-on-month in the third quarter. In contrast, France and Spain recorded GDP growth of 0.4% and 0.8%, respectively. Ireland's GDP grew significantly by 2% month-on-month, whereas Hungary experienced a decline, with its GDP shrinking by 0.7% month-on-month. Tuberculosis re-emerges as the world's leading infectious disease killer. On October 29, the WHO released the Global Tuberculosis Report 2024, revealing that there will be an estimated 8.2 million new confirmed cases of tuberculosis worldwide in 2023, marking the highest number since the WHO began global tuberculosis surveillance in 1995. This figure represents a significant increase from 7.5 million cases in 2022, positioning tuberculosis as the leading infectious disease killer in 2023, surpassing even the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus highlighted that the surge in new tuberculosis cases is driven by 5 major risk factors: malnutrition, HIV infection, alcohol use disorders, smoking, and diabetes. He emphasized that despite the available tools for prevention, detection, and treatment, tuberculosis continues to cause significant illness and death. Tedros urged all countries to honor their commitments to expand the use of these tools and work towards eliminating tuberculosis. U.S. consumers file class action lawsuit against McDonald's. 2 American consumers have filed a class action lawsuit against McDonald's, alleging that the company caused an E. coli outbreak linked to the onion slices in its Quarter Pounder burger. The lawsuit seeks compensation for all American consumers who purchased the potentially contaminated burgers, with damages expected to exceed $5 million. Since the end of September, multiple states have reported cases of E. coli infection related to this burger. As of October 25, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention confirmed that at least 75 people across 13 states have exhibited symptoms, and at least 1 individual has died. In response, 1/5 of McDonald's 14,000 locations in the United States have removed the burger from menus. Indonesia's National Museum reopens to the public. The National Museum of Indonesia reopened to the public on October 30 after being closed for a year due to a fire. The reopening attracted a large number of tourists, with the museum setting up a special fire exhibition area. This exhibition allows visitors to view the burned walls, scorched earth scattered on the ground, and rubble mixed with wood and debris. The museum aims to remind people to cherish cultural heritage and enhance disaster prevention awareness. The National Museum of Indonesia, also known as the Elephant Museum due to an elephant statue in its front yard, integrates archaeology, history, anthropology, and geology. On September 16, 2023, a fire broke out, affecting a total of 902 cultural relics across 6 exhibition rooms.
The main cotton futures contract recently closed at 14,000 yuan per ton, while the main cotton yarn futures contract closed at 19,510 yuan per ton, according to London Financial News. That's all for today's Qingchao Morning News. Thanks for watching. Join us at the same time tomorrow.